The match between West Ham United and Manchester United is not just another Premier League fixture. It is a quiet reflection of where modern football is heading. And more importantly, how teams survive, adapt, and compete under pressure. This is not a game defined by glamour or highlight reel moments. It is defined by structure, emotional control, and the ability to suffer without losing identity. From the first whistle, West Ham versus Man United becomes a test of patience, discipline, and tactical clarity, the very traits shaping football at the highest level today. West Ham enter this match with a clear understanding of who they are. Under David Moyes, their identity is not built on dominance of possession, but on control of space. West Ham's primary tactical approach revolves around a compact mid to low block, with defensive lines kept narrow and distances between players deliberately small. This structure is designed to deny central progression, forcing opponents wide, where crosses can be managed rather than allowing penetrative passes between the lines. Against a team like Manchester United, who rely heavily on transitional moments, this spatial discipline becomes their first line of defense. In possession, West Ham are selective rather than expressive. They do not seek long spells of ball retention for its own sake. Instead, their buildup is pragmatic, often channeling play through deeper midfielders, who look to release the ball quickly into advanced wide areas or towards a physical forward presence. This approach allows West Ham to bypass high pressure and immediately threaten space. Behind United's defensive line, set pieces remain a critical weapon, not as an afterthought, but as a rehearsed and prioritized attacking phase, reflecting a broader trend in football where marginal gains decide outcomes. Manchester United, by contrast, approach the match with a very different internal tension. Their tactical setup often balances between control and chaos. United typically attempt to dominate territory through higher defensive lines and more aggressive pressing triggers, particularly in the opponent's half. However, this approach carries risk. The space left behind fullbacks and center halves becomes vulnerable when possession is lost, especially against teams like West Ham, who are comfortable defending deep and countering with speed and purpose. United's attacking strategy leans heavily on transitional efficiency. Rather than patiently circulating the ball against a set defense, they aim to provoke mistakes, accelerate tempo, and attack before opponents can reorganize. This is where players operating between the lines become crucial, drifting into half spaces to receive on the turn and drive forward. Yet this reliance on moments rather than sustained control exposes a structural fragility. When transitions fail, United can appear disconnected, with midfield lines stretched and defensive recovery delayed. The tactical battle in this match is therefore defined by timing. West Ham are content to wait, to absorb pressure, and to trust their defensive framework. They do not chase the ball unnecessarily. Every defensive action is calculated to delay rather than immediately win possession, buying time for shape to reset. This patience reflects a broader life lesson embedded in modern sport. Not every challenge requires immediate reaction. Sometimes resilience is about endurance, not aggression. Manchester United, on the other hand, face a psychological challenge as much as a tactical one. When early attacking moves do not result in clear chances, frustration can creep in. Pressing becomes less coordinated, decision-making more impulsive. This is precisely the moment West Ham aim to exploit. By staying compact and emotionally stable, they wait for United to overcommit, opening transitional lanes that suit their direct attacking style. Midfield becomes the silent battlefield. West Ham's midfielders prioritize screening and positional awareness over progressive risk. They focus on blocking passing lanes, stepping out only when support is guaranteed. United's midfield, meanwhile, is tasked with both creativity and defensive coverage, a dual responsibility that can stretch players thin. When United push numbers forward, West Ham's ability to win second balls and immediately transition becomes decisive. What makes this fixture especially revealing is how little it relies on star power. Individual brilliance may influence moments, but the overall flow is dictated by systems. This reflects a modern football reality where organization consistently outperforms improvisation over 90 minutes. The game becomes less about who has the better players and more about who understands their limitations and maximizes their structure. From a broader perspective, West Ham versus Man United mirrors trends seen across elite football. Compact defensive blocks, efficient transitions, and emotional control are increasingly valued over relentless pressing or aesthetic possession. Teams that accept discomfort, that are willing to defend without panic, often emerge with results against technically superior opponents. This is not anti-football. It is adaptive football. Manchester United's challenge is one of balance. To succeed, they must learn when to accelerate and when to pause, when to commit bodies forward and when to recycle possession against disciplined opponents. Forcing the game often leads to vulnerability. West Ham thrive in these moments, not because they dominate the ball, but because they dominate decision-making under pressure. As the match unfolds, the outcome may hinge on a single transition, a set-piece routine, or a moment of lost concentration. But beneath the surface, the real story is already written in the tactical frameworks both teams bring onto the pitch. One side embraces restraint and structure. The other wrestles with ambition and instability. Neither approach is inherently right or wrong, but only one will prove more effective on the day. This is why matches like West Ham versus Man United matter beyond the league table. They teach us that success, in football and in life, often comes from understanding your identity, accepting your constraints, and executing with clarity rather than emotion. Patience, discipline, and timing are not passive traits. They are competitive advantages. If you enjoy deep football analysis that goes beyond the scoreline, explores modern tactical trends, and connects sport with real-life lessons, make sure to like this video and subscribe to New Trend Sport. We bring you calm, thoughtful breakdowns of the modern game, and there's much more coming next.